Tuck, excuse me. I am just kind of I spent a lot of energy today. Today was one of those days I had to go into town, pick up some mail. Oh, I got to go get that before the end of the broadcast. But I got a couple of shirts in. They're for someone else, but I got a couple of shirts in, and yeah. Anyways, yeah, I got a couple of shirts in, and when they towards the end of the live stream, I'll be able to share it with you. Sorry guys, like I said, I walked into town. That was like almost 10 miles, so I can't remember exactly. No, it's not even 10 miles. It's like 7 or 8 miles, but round trip. And it's been like in the 90s for the last few days, and it's been really hot. Yeah, my laptop's starting to have issues with it too, but it's been one of those days. But anyways, got home, did some laundry, got was able to get a shower and stuff like that. It's not like, you just go in and get a shower. You actually gotta, go fill it up, set it in the sun, wait for a while, go out and check on it. Then you gotta do your laundry, and you gotta sit there, wash some stuff, and then you gotta hang it and wait for the sun to dry it and stuff like that. Some of my stuff dries really quick, some of it doesn't. But anyways, that's kind of what I've had going on today. Plus, did my broadcast over on hobotuck.com. If you have been over on hobotuck.com, or excuse me, if you have not been over there, I would like to invite you guys to hobotuck.com and to come visit me there. If you guys are wondering like where I'm at, what I'm doing, I'm in Arizona. I have my own piece of land. I bought it through Open Air Properties, which, if you're curious, she's got properties in Arizona, Arkansas, and Colorado, and they're all pretty good places. I liked Arizona just because of certain settings. Plus, I was already here. But I almost considered going to take her up on the property in Arkansas, because I was like, you know what, that might be a little bit better for me. But for some people, yes. For some people, no. Um, but anyways, you should go over and check out Stephanie at openairproperties.net. She is a sponsor of this channel. And not only that, if you mention Friar Tuck when you talk with her, or when you send her a contact form, use the promo code Friar Tuck, and you'll get $50 off of your deposit. Let her know, hey, what's up, Tygo Qualex? Nice to see you. I see. Hey, what's up, Skeeter? Nice to see you as well. Okay, so we've got a few of you guys in here. That is cool and awesome. What I'm going to do right now is I got to go run in the house. I want to show you guys some shirts that are down in my merch shop. I got a couple of them in for a couple of people that are coming here. Anyways, let me go and grab it real quick. All right. So I will show it to you guys real quick. Okay, so for those of you, oh, well, happy birthday, Olivia. What's up, Christy? Okay, for those of you that are curious about my shirts and stuff like that, you guys are gonna love this, because these are for a couple of friends that are coming here in a couple of months, and they've been a big part of this channel, and so I wanted to get them a gift. And so if you want one of these for yourself, if you go down in my description, it's TeePublic is the TeePublic is the link. It's for my merch shop, and so I'm going to show you guys what I got them. Okay, it says, if you ain't the lead dog, as you see, there's Sam's face, and then there's me. This picture was taken in Washington, D.C., by the way, for those of you that are curious. And then on the back, it's got the view never changes. And as you guys can see, it's a dog's butt. So it comes in multiple colors. This one is for is the male shirt. The male shirts are thicker cotton. The female shirts are fairly whatchamacallit, oh wait, hold on. So the female shirts are pretty thin, kind of like this material here. The whatchamacallit, the male shirts are kind of like a thicker cotton, so like what you're used to getting from the store. So if you the only difference is that the women's have kind of like the feathered bottom in case, you know, for their hips and stuff. But for men, I mean, if you want a thinner shirt, go with it. It's not going to be any different. You can't really tell unless you sit there and feather it out. But it's kind of nice to have. And so, like, if you guys are thinking about anything like that, you should come on over to T Public and grab one of my shirts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the view. So you guys, this is the view from my property. I get to sit out here and just kind of relax a little bit. This is my garden that I'm working on. I've been kind of down and out for the last couple of weeks, just like no energy, you know, and just trying to make sure that I at least get my work done so I don't end up you know, homeless or anything else like that. But yeah, that's the beginning of my rock garden. I am kind of thinking about doing something a little bit different, but it is what it is. But anyways, you guys might hear the wind. I'm sorry, I can't seem to find the fuzzy mic. Sometimes like you'll have a door open in the trailer and it will end up uh, getting a nice big gust of wind, and then everything that's on your table, if it's light and it doesn't have any weight to it, man, it just goes flying off. Really sucks because sometimes the wind comes from one direction and then it'll come from the other direction. So today the wind is coming from the north, versus coming from the south, which is where it normally comes from. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. So anybody got any questions that they would like? I've been sharing for the last couple of weeks. I have been taking a portion of my broadcast that I do over on hobotuck.com, and I've been sharing that here on YouTube. That's been the stuff. So if you're interested in the article, or the topic at hand, so on Mondays I do Constitutional Mondays. On Tuesdays I do Privacy Tuesday, Community Wednesday, Digital Homesteading Thursday, and Spiritual Friday. And so we go over topics. We kind of talk about one topic and how it applies to not only the Constitution and the basic laws, and then, you know, move over and how do you do privacy, and then how do you build community, and then how do you build income, and then, well, you've always got to have a strong spiritual foundation. You know, and that's kind of what we've got going on there. So I noticed that there's not a lot of people coming in and out. If any of y'all got questions, you want to say hi, this is an open broadcast. This is for you guys, because as my valued subscribers, I really enjoy seeing you guys come in and chatting with me. But I think we get some heavy dust devils here too. Dude, I had one the other day that landed on top of my trailer. Like all of a sudden I saw it went off the roof of my trailer and went here, I'll turn it around. So it went off the top of my trailer and went that way. So that would be east. So it was kind of weird. But what's up, Paul? Nice to see you. But yeah, those dust devils, I mean, that was kind of weird. That scared the living daylights out of me. We've had a couple of them where I thought a tornado was going to be forming, but it hasn't happened so far, luckily. So, but it is what it is. Man, it's been in the 90s today. Dude, I got to figure out a way. I got to get more power so I can get myself a freezer. I need ice. Sam and I think we're starting to get the beginnings of like heat exhaustion. It's been really hot for quite a few, like almost 2 weeks now. So I mean, you need a yurt to rent as an Airbnb. You know what? That wouldn't be a half bad idea. I got to pay off the property before I do something like that, but I wouldn't mind renting out a yurt and having travelers come by and stuff like that. That would be kind of cool. I could actually I probably have enough space for maybe 3 of them. Um, that would be kind of cool. Like, you know, $50 a night for a yurt. So what's up, Glenna? Nice to see you. So, but that wouldn't be a half bad idea. So, Olivia, happy birthday. My daughter's was yesterday. What's up, Rochelle? Nice to see you. So, yeah, Sam is not liking this heat either. Um, she's kind of sitting here wondering, like, she stays in the shade. When we go into town, there's a little bit of a creek. I'm watching hummingbirds at the feeders. Oh yeah, we've been seeing some of those hummingbirds come around here. Do the deer come over in your area, Skeeter? Because I know they come over here. And for those of you who don't know, Skeeter's one of my neighbors, so it's always nice to have community support. By the way, but if you guys are looking for a survival broadcast, come on over to hobotuck.com. So 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, 2:30 local Arizona time. We do uh, uh, we do a daily broadcast Monday through Friday, and we talk about the Constitution and how it's being circumvented and things that you should be worried about. And then we talk about your privacy on Tuesdays. We talk about building community on Wednesdays. Making money on Thursdays, and then in the week with a spiritual balancing. Yes, they do. And watch for Antelope Bayou. Antelope. So I had somebody ask me about the licensing. It's a lottery out here. How hard is it to get a license to be able to hunt out here? Because I know somebody that wants to come out here and to be able to hunt and get licenses and stuff. So, do you ever talk to Bucknut anymore? Haven't seen him. No, Paul, I haven't. We kind of had a falling out, and yeah, I at least he doesn't talk in the comments. I don't know if he's here during if he lurks, but he's at least in. I haven't seen him. So yes, they do. Okay. Is it difficult to find fresh water where you're at? I wouldn't trust the fresh water around here, not unless you had a good filter because you've got cows that are shitting in it. Oops. And if that's you could get giardia from that, and you guys have probably heard like what happens if you go down to Mexico and drink the water. That's just that's another bacteria, but there's I think 7 strains of giardia, and if you catch it once, there once you if you catch it once, you're supposedly immune from it. So if you catch it 7 times, which I think I've caught it 3 or 4 times because there's different ways to be able to get it, um, then then you're completely immune to all of that stuff. Not hard, but the elk is a lottery. Okay, so is there a lot of deer around here? And what about fishing? So, spin camera on your face to get more viewers. I'm only seeing 5 on my end. Okay, well I figure you guys would like the view, not a picture of my face. Um, but if you guys want to see me, yeah, I feel good. I've been trimming my beard up a little bit. I still got some sculpting. I need to find me somebody that wants to trim my beard because yeah, I'm very particular about it. I want it to kind of get thicker before it gets longer, but I like having it. It's probably each hair is probably maybe 2.5, maybe 3 inches. Um, but anyways, um, yeah, that's just kind of been what's going on. So I'm I know that the dam, and then you've got the waterfall, and then that goes into a lake, but that's supposed to go in for the farmers, right? Um, I think that's what's supposed to happen. That's the way it was explained to me. And then they use that to be able to water their crops. So, but there is water out here. You just gotta, if you can dig a well out here, if you can find water digging a well, because this has got a really big aquifer from what I've been told. Um, so it has a lot of water if you can find it. And apparently it's not that deep. It's easy to get the license. You can get a hunting and fishing license at the pharmacy. Okay. How much is it? So what kind of deer do we have out here? Because uh, 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 Bear sent me a picture of some of the deer that him and I have been seeing. Because I've seen him, like I've gotten him really close. He catches him going home. I catch him leaving home because I think they're back in here somewhere over the hill. Because that's where they always come from and go to when they're running, and they run over here towards the first cattle guard over here. You should make a video using divining rods to find water. Um, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I would have to do some research on it. I've been freeing up some time now. I'm just trying to rest up a little bit to get my battery recharged. Um, I honestly, I don't really think I've had a day off in at least a decade. It doesn't feel like it. I mean, I've never taken time to really have anything personal. I'm always working, always trying to figure out how to do something more, things like that. When I had my cleaning business, I was starting to step back so that I could move into the back office and get some time. But as soon as I started doing that, the whole border chaos happened, and I couldn't really compete after that. For you and let you know there are mule deer out here. Okay, I'll let her know. Um, so yeah, we've got a new community member that'll be moving out here in probably about, I don't know, about a year or so. Um, but she'll be here. She'll be here sometime next year. So I'm looking forward to it. She's just been asking some questions. I'm like, I don't know anything. I'm too busy with my head in the computer trying to get stuff done. So, God damn, I need some more water. Hmm. I've been drinking a lot of like the Gatorades and all that stuff, but I'm not. I'm having trouble with my water. Where you and Buck had falling out? Did he say "fuck you"? Alfred was right the whole time, or is that too low of a blow? Well, Alfred, since that must be you, because only Alfred would worry about Alfred. I mean, are you that much of a narcissist, dude? And no, no, he didn't say that. But I'm sure you probably think so in your mind because it makes you feel special, Alfred. So, anyways, if you're gonna sit here and play these games, Alfred, I'll just go back to fucking members only, and you can go fuck yourself. I have no interest in your drama. All you were was fucking dead weight to begin with. Um, but anyways, maybe someone could come up with oh yeah, testing routes and find the water. Yes, okay. Just relax, my boy. What inner city pigeon? Nah, no. You know what? When just like a business, you're protective of your business, just like you're protective of your family, your wife, your children, your family. You're protective of them. Well, I'm protective of those that are here. And when you sit there and say that anybody that agrees with me is a sycophant, well, you know what? That's not just an attack on me. That's an attack on my family. So whenever I hear that name, it makes my blood boil, and I really wish I could reach through the and yeah, honestly, it's just people being douchebags. I always be chilling my family and business. Well, yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's nice to chill, but it is what it is. Anyways, that trailer, like I went inside and it was super hot. I didn't realize how warm it was in there. That's part of the reason why I came out here. I'm like, screw it, I don't care about the wind. It's too hot. I'm sure the four remaining will support you as well as Buck and me. Don't worry. All right. So now you just confirmed. All right. Um, yeah. So, and be aware, I consider my friends as family and I have your back. Yeah, Skeeter, I know this. There are, when you're, douches. Yeah, well, when you have people like Alfred has been trying to come back ever since I kicked him to the curb because I kicked him and Bushcraft to the curb at the same time, and Bucknut got caught in the middle of it, and so he walked away. Honestly, Bucknut was the most civil out of everyone. So that's why I keep my mouth shut. I don't have anything bad to say because he was civil. So what if you don't like me? I don't care. Just say, hey, have a nice day. And that's exactly what Bucknut did. And I have ultimate respect for him because he has good composure. He didn't fly off the handle. He didn't get caught up into it emotionally and take it personally. I miss him. He was a good friend, but sometimes things happen. But your friends and your family are important, and you got to stick up for them. And no one person is more important than everybody else. So, do you have HVAC? No. It looks nice outside where you are. Yeah, it's got its nice places. Honestly, the two best things around here is the sunset sunrise. um, if you see some of my videos or even some of my pictures, there are this sunrise. This is the most beautiful sunrise I've ever seen in my whole entire life. So if you want to be able to wake up early enough in the morning and have a cup of coffee and sit out on your porch, and in the morning it comes from there, in the evening it's there. You sit out there with your cup of coffee and watch that sunrise. Oh man, it's majestic. I've had many people ask me for a copy of that picture because it was really nice. The other thing that is really nice about here, especially on a warm night when it's too warm inside and you just kind of want to sit outside and have a cigarette, drink a cup of coffee, and just kind of stare at the stars. You get such a clear view of the skies out here. Um, I don't know why. Maybe it's just because we're so far away from actual civilization. I mean, the nearest city is 15 miles. The outskirts of it is 15 miles from here. So I mean, we're about as rural and as far out in the middle of nowhere as possible. Even on trail, I don't think I saw night skies like this except for when I was in Alabama. Alabama had some beautiful night skies. Yes. You were the one looked up a couple nights ago to see if I could see, but you were telling me you could see the Milky Way here. No, I don't have AC, Travis. Um, it looks nice. Yes. But it is. Um, but anyways, um, uh, uh, it's just this place. It may be windy. It may be crazy temperatures. It may be, not the ideal situation. I mean, come on, everybody wants to be in a lush green forest with a meadow so that they can build and have a forest around them. I mean, that's the ideal piece of land anybody wants. With a stream or a lake that you have access rights to. That right there is like ideal. But out here, even less than ideal situations, it has so many perks. Um, and I really think it has to do with community and being able to meet people in community. Like you'll see a couple of people that live here in the area that'll come in and pop in. Like you'll see Bear, you'll see Skeeter. I think there's a girl named Denise, and there's a couple other people that sit back and watch. Um, and uh, uh, and it's always nice to have community, and to have somebody that uh, uh, to have people around you that not only have your back but you got their back, because it's nice to have people that you can connect with and work in. And it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, it took me a long time just to be able to meet these people. I mean, it took me probably about 3 months of being here before I formed a relationship with the mayor. It probably took me another 2 or 3 months before I started forming relationships with other people in the community. So, hi, where is this place? I am in Arizona in the high desert, about 6,500 feet. Looks like kind of near Kingman. No, not Kingman. Um, I don't know. You'd have to ask Skeeter because I hear that name come up sometimes. Um, but yeah. Anyways, no, AC in Phoenix is deadly. Yeah, no, I'm not in Phoenix. I'm closer. I'm closer to like Sholo. Sholo is like the nearest big town to me. So if you don't know where Shallow is, you won't know where I'm at. But hold on, guys. I got to go refill my water. I am like seriously dehydrated. I'll be right back. Hi, baby girl. So another nice thing. So in the winter here, it snows. And I don't know if you can see them. Hold on, let me see if I can show them to you real quick. But there is a set of mountains here that you can, hold on. Let me take you over to see them real quick. You see those peaks over there? The whole valley down here will be completely clear. There will be no snow on the ground, and then you'll just see these snow peaks that sit there for, a few days to maybe a week before it melts. All the lower elevation melts before those. But this mountain range line, well, I don't know if it's a mountain range, but it's part of where we're at. But this right here, this is something, especially early in the morning, right after sunrise. I mean, look at that. Hey, let me. I mean, see that? Isn't that pretty? White Mountains, it's a volcano range. But okay. All right, come on, Sam. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, Sam got to walk into town with me as well. Yeah, for the last couple of times I've been going into town, I've been just kind of, I don't know, I've been just keeping to myself. Normally, I always stop by and say hi to people. I actually kind of feel bad about it a little bit, because it's like, you want to stop by, say hi. So, well, bring it here. Bring it here. Oh, okay. Here, I know you guys want to see Sam, so hold on. Well, you want it? Go get it. There's Sam. She wants to play. Okay, so yeah, you're about to see a dog that wants to play. You've been there half a year now. Wow. No, actually, I've been here about 7 months now. Holy cow. I don't know, time goes really quick and then it goes kind of slow. Winslow was an awesome place when we were there. It was kind of fun. I don't know. I'm still kind of learning this area. I know I'm in the White Mountains. That's about the most I know. Other than just kind of like a little bit about my geographical location. I need to take some more time and explore. So, but I don't. But anyways, just for those of you that are here, I'd like to invite you over to hopotuck.com every weekday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do a live broadcast. You can listen to it for free, or if you want to become a Patreon member, you can get in the green room and chat with me before and after the broadcast. It starts at $5 a month if you want to do something like that. It's not bad for 20 broadcasts. $5 a month to sit there and chat with me. And plus, you don't even have to leave the green room. You can sit there and listen to it the whole time while you're there. So you don't even have to worry about it. The broadcast usually goes about 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes it goes over, sometimes it goes under, but most of the time it sticks around 45 minutes to an hour. Yesterday we did an hour and a half. It was like I had to start trying to quickly close it out because it was starting to get so long. It sucked all of my energy out. But yeah, I'm really happy that I'm here. I'm glad I've met the people I've met. I think that once I get myself rested up, which I wish I could have done that this winter, but I didn't. Um, but I will be, I'll be hitting the ground here, running here real soon, hopefully. At least getting some stuff done, because by next year I should have the ability to start building on this property, which is what I'm really looking forward to. Um, but anyways, that's just that's yeah. This this place has its own gems. I think that there's no place that is going to be absolutely perfect, but once you've been there for a while, it becomes perfect. So, your decision to leave Florida saved your life. Why do you say that, Travis or Trav? Um, Florida. Well, I wasn't really planning on staying in Florida. I was just hiking the trails anyways. I wasn't really like hanging out. I go back to Gainesville to hang out for like a month or two every winter, uh, just as a way to kind of sit and be static and know that I was in a safe place that I could be static. But I was still doing stuff. That was when I get all the stuff done that I couldn't get done while I was on trail. So I know that Florida did the whole homeless camp thing, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on. The thing that worries me more than what's going on in Florida is what's going on in New Orleans, because now they're using AI to do surveillance using these little cameras. And if you remember when I was there and I hopped the train out of NOLA, um, uh, I was talking about those little cameras, how I thought it was peculiar. Well, yeah, we talked about that yesterday, not today, but we talked about those cameras, and now they're making an ordinance, and now that New Orleans is doing it, a lot of the other big cities are doing it. So now they can track you wherever you go. If they don't like your movements, if your movements are suspicious, then they could put warrants out, notify police to come see you, stuff like that. Now all of a sudden your very presence in the public could be criminalized. Not just being homeless, but just being in public. I mean, it's uh, because it's a slippery slope. Because once you get power, you don't want to give it up, and those that don't want to give it up are going to do whatever they can to keep power, including using the tools at hand. And now the tools that we're starting to use are starting to get very, very dangerous. So there are tons of things to do in Arizona if you like biking and hiking and sightseeing. Milkman, um, you know what? Yeah, I would love to go to the Grand Canyon. I hear that they have a really good what you call it. They have a really good hiking trail, hiking and biking, and I think there's even a mule trail there or something like that. I wouldn't mind doing some of the trails around here. There's even one in Sholo. Um, I don't know where it goes, but I've heard rumors of it from places. The Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff is awesome. Yeah, well, I don't know. Uh, my biggest concern. So I know that some of the big names that do hiking tried to come out and do the the southern trail here. It goes through Arizona, I think even New Mexico. Uh, Kyle hates hiking, and Wanderlust both tried to do it, and they had to stop, and they were having water issues, and that would be my biggest concern, because I can't just get lifted out or call an Uber to come get me. I mean, if I got stuck in that situation, it might be fatal. So I'm a little weary of it unless I understand how the water situation is set up, because when I was on the Florida Trail, after when I went into St. Mark's, it was all brackish water and swamp water. There was nowhere to where I could actually get water um, until I got out of there. I had to go to a city to get actual fresh water, because the way the trail takes you is along the coastline. Oh, it's so beautiful. You're walking a dike all the way through. It was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I got dehydrated. I went the whole day without water. My whole arms and my body started swelling. My joints started hurting. Stuff like that. It wasn't fun. I don't ever want to experience that again if I don't have to. A lot of the trails in Sholo are equestrian. Okay. Well, equestrian trails aren't bad. I might not. It'll be hard to take Sam though, because on equestrian trails, and honestly, equestrian trails, that's the best place to do stealth camping, because you could go off to the side as long as you keep yourself, down on the down low. You'll be fine. Um, I actually did that in one of the equestrian trails in Ocala, or outside of Ocala. So yeah, you can do it if you're oh, the Arizona Trail. Okay. Myself. What's up, Death Crunch? Nice to meet you. What, Sam? Hi. What? What do you want? You want to come say hi to the group? All right, come on up here. Come on, say hi. Say hi. Look there. Look there. Not me, dummy. Hi. Okay. Are you done interrupting me now? um, there'd be tons of research to do on if a person was to hike the Arizona Trail, the water issues, and the length of it, and the exposure and everything. I can handle the heat as long as I've got fresh water. That's the easy. The My biggest thing is I mean, I did the Florida Trail in May, which is probably like August here. So the heat and the elements aren't what bothers me. What bothers me is having access to water and resupply points. But is it on what is it, All Trails or something like that? It's her name is Sam. It's she. So yeah, she kind of is. Um, so, but anyways, it is what it is. Hey, so if you guys noticed, this month I didn't do the contest this month. Partly because I didn't think I was going to be doing as many live streams, because once this week I'm doing a live stream, mosquitoes in Arizona. I haven't seen any mosquitoes. I'm telling you, I've still got bumps on my elbows from all of the mosquito bites I got on the Florida Trail, because I was on it 3 times. Um, so I mean, yeah, that was something else. No, I was on it one. Then we came back the next year. Yeah, so I was on it 3 times. If we go to the petrified forest again, we'll take you as we get in free. Oh, that's cool. I would love to go to the petrified forest. I'd like to take Sam if all possible, because like, she's a trail dog. When I found her, it was the next to last train that I jumped. So I jumped from Cincinnati all the way down to Waycross. And then I ended up hitchhiking into Jacksonville, and I was between Jacksonville and I think it was Bradford or something like that, looking for a jump point, trying to find a way to jump on in a yard. And Florida's rail system isn't as good as the rest of the country. It's like, once you get out of Florida, you'll get much better access to the rails. So I was kind of learning it, and then she followed me for about 4 miles. So I put a leash on her. I took so when I was in Cincinnati, I had a friar. I met a real friar, and him and I got to chatting, and I asked him for one of his robe ropes, the ones that they tie. So he gave me one, and that was Sam's first leash. Basically, I sat there, I tied it up, I gave myself a little thing to hold on to, and yeah, she was on that, and we've been together for, God, what, almost about a little over a year and a half. So she's just over 2 years old now. So she's finally calming down. Uh, yeah, but sometimes though, You can take Sam, no problem. That's good. Hey, what's up, Tricky Dick? Probably All Trails and Trail Forks and others. No, All Trails is an app. You pay like $10 a month for it or something like that. Or no, I might be thinking about Far Out. Um, YouTube videos as well that show water issues that can happen. Lots of stuff on YouTube. What's up, Roger? So, yeah, I mean it is what it is. I don't know. Um, but hey, just so you guys know, Stephanie at Open Air Properties actually sponsors me. So I want to make sure to let you guys know that she's one of my favorite people to do business with. That's why I asked her to be a sponsor. Um, and quite frankly, I think it's a perfect fit. But if you want to get $50 off of your deposit when you send your contact form in through openairproperties.net, and you put the promo code Friar Tuck, you get $50 off of your deposit. Let her know I sent you. uh, yes, this is my land. Well, once I finish paying it off, which should be just under 2 years now. February of not next year, but the year after. So that's when this thing will be paid off, and I won't have to make a property payment at all. I mean, it's only $200 a month. I mean, look, you're paying $249 for a document fee, $100 deposit, and then 30 days later your first payment's due. It's $200 an acre. Um, Now, if you tell her that you're a part of this community and you want to buy multiple acres, you have to mention that you're part of this community. Just tell her that you heard Friar Tuck talk about this, but she will give you not special pricing, because the price isn't going to go down. She's giving you the best price you can get on the land, but as far as like dock fees and deposits, she will give you something a little bit different than what if you were just to buy an acre at a time. So like if you buy 2 or 3 acres off of her, you might be able to save a few bucks on the dock fee or the deposit. But you got to reach out to her. She negotiates that on a case by case basis. So I don't have any control over that, but that is one thing that I talked her into as we started developing our sponsorship. Is, it's like, hey, look, some people, they want like 2-3 acres. Like I have a community member that's coming out here. She wants to see if she can buy all 3 acres. And if she can buy all 3 acres, well, then, all is gold and stuff like that. And so therefore she can have a larger homestead. Otherwise, it's just an acre. So Prescott, I know that name. I just can't picture where it's at. Huh. So, but I don't know. You should reach out to Stephanie at Open Air Properties if you're interested in land. Honestly, she's gonna give you the best deal. She's gonna treat you right. Um, Calm and peaceful out there in rural Arizona. Definitely have to be able to be entertained by your own self. Dude, I got so much work to do. You want to know what? You don't have to entertain yourself if you're in the digital economy, because instead of sitting there and doing work around the property and stuff like that, you could be online, spend a few hours a day. Once you get up to a certain amount of money that you're comfortable making, then you don't have to expand. You just take all that rest of that time and put it into what it is that you're doing, just as long as you have some sort of income. So doing this transition, plus a lot of what's going on uh, with algorithm censorship, uh, it has taken a huge toll on me. So that's part of the reason why I'm deplatforming off of YouTube in the next year and a half or so. When I do my last month with Stephanie, as far as the sponsorship, when our agreement is that last month, at that point in time, I will probably stop doing YouTube altogether, because by then I'll have enough people over there on hobotuck.com to be able to check it out. Now, but that's my long-term goal. Is these social media platforms, they're censoring you. Zion to web. Okay. I can see San Francisco Peak from my house. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Um, the San Francisco. Okay. I love the San Francisco peaks. Yeah, I lived in San Francisco for almost 3 years. That was paradise. That was the city that caused me to settle down. Um, I didn't start settling down until then. So I was what, 25, 20, 26 when that happened. Um, San Francisco had so much to do. It was such a perfect city. The only reason why I had to leave is because I was in the IT field at the beginning of the economic collapse, and one day you'd find 50 jobs on there. The next day there were no jobs on there, and if there was a job, it's just because I forgot to take down the post. So I had no choice. Um, so grip the mic a little less. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep the wind because we get gusts like at 10, 20 miles an hour. So, um, but I don't know. It is what it is. Mm. But yeah, this living out here is pretty good. Um, there's a lot of work involved. A lot of what the biggest thing is, at least for me, because like a lot of these other properties, they don't have as many rocks on them as I do. Like this was like a fresh piece of land that somebody bought and never even never even came out and moved a single rock. Um, I don't know if it's just because it's the plains and I'm on the slope, which is where they're all going to congregate, or what it is. But I have so many damn rocks. I could probably make castle walls. So I love you, Tuck, and all. Hey, what's up, Taylor? Nice to see you, Taylor. You still peeing in the shower? Oh yes, you still peeing in the shower. Good, good. We need to know. So uh, uh, just like Matt the cat, Taylor is one of our resident trolls. We have our own little troll army. They all the other channels, they I know of a channel, they do troll hunters, which the whole group goes and finds trolls and starts attacking them. Us here, we take the trolls and we make friends out of them so that we can send them after people that piss us off. Build a rock hostel. You know what? That wouldn't be half bad, Chris. That wouldn't be half bad at all. So, but I don't know. It is what it is. Uh, what, Sam? What do you see? Well, you better not. Well, come on up here then. Come on up. Say hi. Come on. Come on. Up, 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 up. Come on, Sam. You know what you're doing. Up, up. Get up here. So I think she's getting deaf. Yeah, you've got to be deaf for as little as you listen, little girl. So yeah, she's like, cool. I get to get some attention. So build a rock hostel. I might. That might be something cool to do. Okay. What's the matter? Dinner? It's not dinner time yet. Okay, you get dinner later. If you want water, go get water. I can't turn on the AC. There is no such thing. Sometimes she will come to me. Um, so sometimes she will come to me, and she will what's the word I'm looking for? She'll start just kind of like moping in her own little way, and it's like she like when it gets really cold, she's complaining. You can tell that she's complaining about how cold it is, and she's begging me to get under a blanket so that she can warm up. um During the winter, man, she is my own personal thermal blanket. I put me and her under the blanket, man, I almost sweat. um and then sometimes when it gets really hot, she comes and looks at me like, dude, it's too hot, can you turn the heat down or something? um uh oh, okay. Yeah, we just saw on our way back, because I've been taking a different road because it has less of an incline. Um, on our way back, there's a couple of white dogs. They look like almost albino golden retrievers. Um, yeah, they followed Sam for a while. Sam made some new friends, but yeah, if we see some dogs over here, we might we might say hi to them. So, what are you doing? Oh, some dog has been coming over here in the middle of the night and knocking over my bucket. I'm not too happy about it. I know it's not Sam. Um, so I gotta say that's my thing. I gotta say that every time I come in. Yes, it is. Um, you're a Marine, right? Oh, I was in the Marine Corps. Yes. Why do you ask, Stephen? So, um, But yeah, I got a medical separation because I found out I had degenerative hips. So, um, dude rocks. Might be coyotes. Um, I hope not. I really hope not. Um, but yeah. Anyways, um, hold on, guys. I gotta go get a refill on my water. As you guys can tell, I'm getting parched. So, well, actually, no, I got some more. Mm. It's been a while since I've wanted this much water. It hasn't been since I've been on trail. Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, I've been getting dehydrated because when you're on trail for 2 years and all you get to drink is water, I mean, yes, it's some of the coolest, greatest. I mean, it is pristine water. You know, fresh water coming up out of the ground, out of a spring that's going into a tributary that turns into a nice little waterfall that feeds down in the into the bottom of the hill or the mountain that you're on. It's beautiful. It's clean. It's crisp. It's never been touched by humans. Some of the best water I've ever had in my life. But the thing is, you get tired of it after a while. You just like, dude, I want a Coke. I want a cup of coffee. I want something that has color and flavor in it. I don't want just water. And now I'm kind of starting to pay the price for it because everything you drink outside of water is kind of dehydrating as much as you think it's not. Thanks, Drew Sean. We got our first Triple H comment today. Um, Okay, is the water well there? Missed that part. No, 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 no. Here I'll show you. You see that right there? That's a 275-gallon tote. The reason why it's painted black is because direct sunlight will get algae and all that other stuff. So in order to keep it clean, because that's my drinking water, I have that there. And then yeah, it's I have to get it ported in. I was Navy, but trained by Marines and Army. We can live like this, and it's easy. We were trained to. Yes, that's true. Sam, you want your go get it. she's just trotting over there. She ain't even trying. So Borov, Steven, okay. Well that's good. So you were you what, a corpsman or something? Or were you a CB? So Borov, Steven, okay. Is there a water well? Okay, yeah. Just got back. Uh yeah, no. All of this is yeah. I answered that question. You good, Sam? But yeah, I have been I that is the reason why I got dehydrated was because uh I got tired of just drinking straight water. I it would now when winter comes, when it starts cooling down, I am looking forward to cool, crisp water to come out of that thing. Oh, I am so looking forward to it. It is um I that during the summer I always can't wait until like fall and winter and spring when the water cools down and you get that nice crisp water. Uh, Air missile defense. Oh, okay. That must have been fun. So you worked like on like the SAMs and the stuff like that, huh? So um uh trained by the Marines and Army. I'm surprised that you would have been trained by the Army for this. The Marines are so much better. See, my grandfather was an Army recruiter. He was one of the best recruiters the Army had in decades. Um, and it was part of the reason why they offered him E10. And he always said he hated Marines because Marines were just too dumb. You'd say go up the hill, they wouldn't question it. They would just go up the hill. But you got to understand what the Marines were designed for. They were meant to be a blunt force instrument. You don't question authority, you just do. It's not yours to wonder why, it is yours to do or die. So the totes will freeze in the winter. Not mine because it has like a slow trickle, which keeps it from freezing. So that's actually that saved my butt. Like yeah, when you've got a full tank, it trickles. Once you get down to like the last bar down there, that's when it stops trickling. But yeah, that's kind of that's kind of been the thing. So Mine didn't freeze last winter. It was nice. Now the nozzle froze and we got a frozen waterfall, but that was about the most that happened. Um, so it was actually pretty good. And plus, that's the reason why I pointed the nozzle that way when Bear and I moved it over here, because um, uh, 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 I know that when the sun comes up in the morning, I'm going to want to have that spout, that nozzle, as thawed out as possible. So that's going to be something I gotta really keep in mind. Um, but yeah, if you just kind of like put a slow trickle in it, it will uh you won't have to deal with the whole thing freezing. That was the cool thing. Once we got the nozzle unfrozen, the rest of it was golden. So, but all right, guys, it has been an hour. So yeah, I trained at Fort Bliss by the Marines. My Army PT was on the road. The Marines uh was through the ditch. Okay. Well, I'm gonna close up out of here. Uh, I'm gonna close up out of here. It's been I've basically been talking for almost 3 hours today, nonstop. So I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. If you would like to listen to my live broadcast, you should show up at 5:30 Eastern time to hobotuck.com. It'll take you right there to the live feed, and you can listen to me live. I would really encourage you there. Or if you want to get in the green room, come on over in Patreon, and then you'll get access to the gate to the green room. Thanks, Taylor. Love you too, buddy. All right, guys. Thank you for being here, and I will see you tomorrow.